after my father invaded all but a single town. That cannot be allowed to happen. King Mahinda is assaulting our only remaining settlement on the island. Hurry to shore, men, before the Sri Lankan ships catch up to us.
You arrived in the nick of time, Your Highness. A number of Sri Lankan patrols have been spotted heading this way. We must hold the walls while our navy defends the harbor.
The Cholas are hanging on for dear life. Drive them into the sea!
Hold fast, men. Let them crash into your swords and drop broken and bleeding in the dirt.
Find the தாக்கு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி. சரி ஐயா. என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? முன்னேறு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி ஐயா.
I thought we had escaped conscription at last.
Find the தாக்கு.
Fine.
ஆயுதத்தை எடு.
We will fight you, my lord.
Find the தாக்கு. முன்னேறு. Find the தாக்கு. முன்னேறு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. Find the தாக்கு. சரி, அப்படியே முன்னேறு.
It appears that my army was like a forest of rotten trees, breaking at the first strike. But fear not, Rajendra. I will be back for you.
We must strike out quickly. If we allow the Sri Lankans to regroup, we will surely lose the entire island.
அப்படியே சரி ஐயா. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். அப்படியே. என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி. என்ன கட்டளை? முன்னேறு. உங்கள் சித்தம். ஆயுதத்தை எடு.
Surrender! Spare us, please, Your Highness. We can work for you, just like we worked for our rebel king.
Another city burns in the fiery furnace of war. Let its ashes inspire loyalty to the Cholas for generations to come.
சரி, இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். என்ன கட்டளை? ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி.
These locals have done us no harm, and they will provide us with meager tribute. But I fear that if we do not plunder them, then our enemies will.
Oh, praise the gods! I thought we would have to hide in this godforsaken forest until the end of our days.
Reinforcements have arrived from the mainland.
ஆயுதத்தை எடு. உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி. என்ன கட்டளை ஐயா? பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? அப்படியே இந்த கணமே போகிறேன்.
This was once the Sri Lankan capital of Anuradhapura. My father told me stories of this jewel in the jungle, which he reduced to rubble during his invasion. Perhaps we can find something useful among the ruins.
Oh, praise the gods! I thought we would have to hide in this god-forsaken forest until the end of our days.
சரி, உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? சரி, உங்கள் என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? சரி, என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி, இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். சரி, சரி, இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? சரி, உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? முன்னேறு. என்ன கட்டளை? பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. உங்கள் சித்தம். ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி, இந்த கணமே போகிறேன்.
A wise general knows when to admit defeat.
சரி,
If you spare our city, we will aid you in the fight against King Mahinda.
என்ன கட்டளை? சரி ஐயா. சரி, அப்படியே. என்ன கட்டளை? இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். உங்கள் என்ன கட்டளை? சரி ஐயா. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி ஐயா. அப்படியே. சரி, என்ன கட்டளை? முன்னேறு. சரி, உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி, உங்கள்
The northern half of the island is ours. But where is King Mahinda?
The king is in another castle, Your Highness. Our scouts say that he has fled south to the Ruhuna region.
So, he plans to hide in the jungle until I leave, just like he did after my father's invasion.
என்ன கட்டளை?
No, this will not do. Sri Lanka will not be ours until every part of it swears fealty to me. We march on Ruhuna.
Reinforcements have arrived from the mainland.
உங்கள் சித்தம். ஆயுதத்தை எடு.
You mainlanders have tried to control our island Ever since the days of Rama and his army of monkeys, Rama succeeded only because he was a god. And you, young Chola, are no Rama.
என்ன கட்டளை? சரி ஐயா. அப்படியே. பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. சரி. உங்கள் சித்தம். இந்த கணமே போகிறேன்.
In ships of ghastly splendor, you Cholas come and loot what my people have built over centuries to make it seem like the future is yours. We all like that thing.
என்ன
It
கட்டளை?
is a comforting lie. But death will come to you and your house, Rajendra, as it comes to us all.
உங்கள் சரி ஐயா. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். சரி ஐயா. ஆயுதத்தை எடு.
It is over, Mahinda.
சரி.
You
அப்படியே.
will live out your days as a prisoner in Tanjavur. And when you perish, so will the last hope of Sri Lankan independence. Order has been restored, but at a high price. I tell myself this. Yet I find myself retracing my father's steps. It is a strange image then again. When news spread of my subjugation of Sri Lanka, our enemies grew quiet. Only that with stability secured, and I am not averse to war. And Sri Lanka taught me that even some war is but one tool in the arsenal of an empire. There is a rumor out of the Far East. Suryavarman, Emperor of the Khmer, is said to seek an alliance with us. Such a indeed, the star.
We have come a long way, but our journey is not over yet. We must brave the seas and bring Emperor Suryavarman's gift to Rajendra Chola. Sailing across the open ocean will be hard on our ships. But the shallow waters along the coast are infested by Bengali pirates. We should prepare for an arduous journey either way. The rough seas are damaging the hulls of our ships. We should make landfall on the Andaman Islands to repair before we continue.
This is an exquisite gift. I have heard of your Emperor Suryavarman and would be happy to consider an alliance.
என்ன
May
கட்டளை?
rest
இந்த
in my
கணமே
palace for
போகிறேன்.
now. We have much to discuss. An alliance with a great foreign power will boost our imperial prestige. But it is only a first step.
உங்கள் சித்தம்.
We must expand our influence across both land and sea so that the Chola Empire can reach true greatness.
என்ன கட்டளை?
உழுவேன், கட்டுவேன்,
என்ன கட்டளை? ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி,
நான் தயார். கட்டுவேன், என்ன கட்டளை? நான் தயார். காட்டில் பொறுக்குவேன்.
நான் தயார்.
கட்டுவேன்,
Your Highness, our trade vessels are under constant threat from Bengali pirates. If you could build a castle in the heart of their
என்ன
operations,
கட்டளை?
the trade guilds would be forever grateful.
சரி, அப்படியே இக்கணமே.
If we are to dominate the seas, we will need a navy that no one will dare confront. Let us build warships until they cover the ocean.
இந்த கணமே போகிறேன்.
சரி, மரம் வெட்டுவேன், கட்டுவேன்,
I shall send my army there at once, Your Highness.
சரி, உழுவேன். அப்படியே செய்கிறேன்.
It is with heavy hearts that we offer our surrender, Rajendra. When the choice is between humiliation and annihilation, even a proud line like ours must grovel in the mud. This fort gives us a foothold in pirate territory. Let us scour the seas and search every cove. It is time to root out these parasites for good. With our prestige growing by the day, it will not be long until my father's dream is realized, and the Chola dynasty rules both the land and the sea.
Your Imperial Highness, while constructing your new armada, we discovered a way to strengthen the hulls of our warships. Perhaps it may be of interest to you.
The Chalukyas send raiders across the Tungabhadra, knowing that we cannot yet afford another full-scale war. If we build a fortress along the border, we should be able to deal with their raids easily.
என்ன கட்டளை?
அப்படியே கட்டுவேன் கட்டுவேன் கட்டுவேன்
ஆண்டவன் பெயரில் நான் விடைபெறுகிறேன். அப்படியே
என்ன கட்டளை?
கட்டளை
கட்டுவேன்
Disaster has struck, Your Highness. The Chalukyas have installed their own puppet in Vengi and turned the city against us. Their armies are now marching across the Tungabhadra River.
Anyone who is willing to stand up to Rajendra Chola is a worthy ally. Let us join the Chalukyas and restore the glory of the Pandya dynasty. For years I have played at being the benevolent diplomat and hesitated to vanquish my foes. This is my fate? To see all that I have worked for come undone, like a proud tree shattered by lightning? Of course it is. For what does kindness bring except another reason for your lessons to hate you? Magnificent! I would like to see the Chalukyans try to get past this fortress.
You are making quite a name for yourself, Rajendra. My ports are abuzz with tales of your imperial splendor. You may trade freely in my waters, if you wish.
என்ன கட்டளை? சரி, இந்த கடமை செய்வேன்.
என்ன கட்டளை? முன்னேறு. உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி, அப்படியே. என்ன கட்டளை? இந்த கடமை போகிறேன். சரி ஐயா, அப்படியே.
Father was a great patron of the trade guilds, Emperor Rajendra. It is my hope that you will continue to plow that furrow. Just imagine the prestige in overseeing the largest trading fleet on the high seas, not to mention the revenue.
கணமே போகிறேன்.
How are you finding the trade business, Your Highness? Is it not quite the boon to the
என்ன
Emperor's,
கட்டளை? அப்படியே.
the Empire's finances? Before long, the name Rajendra Chola will be synonymous with fabulous wealth and power.
நான் தயார். கட்டுவேன்.
நான் தயார். என்ன கட்டளை? அப்படியே செய்கிறேன். கட்டுவேன். சரி.
கட்டுவேன்.
நான் தயார். கட்டுவேன்.
This has been a fruitful partnership, Rajendra. What would you say to a deepening of our relations? I would be delighted to have such a renowned junior partner.
சரி. கட்டுவேன்.
சரி. கட்டுவேன்.
நான் தயார். என்ன கட்டளை?
பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. சரி. சரி ஐயா.
Our ranks have grown too thin to mount an attack at this time, Emperor. Allow us to replenish our forces, and then we will go wherever you ask.
உங்கள் சித்தம். முன்னேறு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. முன்னேறு.
I shall send my army there at once, Your Highness.
சரி. கட்டுவேன். என்ன கட்டளை? சரி. கட்டுவேன்.
சரி. என்ன கட்டளை? பாய்ந்து தாக்கு.
ஏய்,
நான் தயார்.
கட்டுவேன்.
My allies kneel before me, and my enemies shatter against my army. That great sword which I have fashioned from a mass of human material. Never again will anyone question the might of Rajendra Chola. My enemies lie shattered before me. Why then? Does it feel as if for years I have sought great only when perhaps my father was right after all? For a long time, could it be that my fear of corruption was but a I was reminded the other day of a story that I had nearly forgotten. The tale of the Vitra had taken all of the river. The priests would call me sacrilegious. But to the 99 fortresses are the little lies that are still... The journey ahead of us will be long and arduous. But take heart, men. Once the Bengali emperor lies dead in the field, you will all drink from the sacred river Ganges.
I hear rumors of a vast Chola force marching on my lands. Do you truly believe that your army of fledglings can go toe-to-toe with the Pala Empire, Rajendra? It did not work out too well for your predecessors, if memory serves me right.
The kingdom of Kalinga is the first obstacle in our path. Many of their soldiers are spread out across the countryside, so the city should be easy pickings.
The Cholas are here.
என்ன கட்டளை?
Lock the
உங்கள்
gates.
சித்தம்.
Abandon your posts.
என்ன கட்டளை?
I mean, defend the city with your lives! Dear Shiva, we are surely doomed, are we not?
என்ன கட்டளை? இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். சரி ஐயா. அப்படியே. உங்கள் சித்தம். இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். முன்னேறு. அப்படியே. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். அப்படியே. சரி, இந்த கணமே போகிறேன்.
Kill the people in the other village over there. They have more food than we do.
ஆயுதத்தை எடு. முன்னேறு. உங்கள் சித்தம். பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. உங்கள் சித்தம். முன்னேறு.
Kalinga is ours. Let us rest and bandage our wounds before we continue our march.
It appears that King Indraratha fled as soon as he saw our forces on the horizon. He now hides in a small fortress in the mountains and plans to attack us from behind once we leave the city. If we kill him, we could crush what little remains of the resistance.
என்ன கட்டளை? அப்படியே. சரி.
I hear that you have captured Kalinga, Rajendra. I too stepped on an ant this morning, you know. But you do not hear me bragging about it.
A ship filled with resources has arrived from Tanjavur. Make sure that it reaches our army unscathed.
முன்னேறு. சரி, உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி, இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. உங்கள் சித்தம். ஆயுதத்தை எடு. முன்னேறுகளை. என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம்.
These old trebuchets may yet have a few holes in them. Let us use them to crack open Utkala's defenses. Utkala lies before us. Its thick walls and dense forests are formidable defenses. Perhaps we can find an easier way inside.
The walls of Utkala have not been breached in living memory, and they will not fall today.
உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். முன்னேறு. சரி, பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. உங்கள் கட்டளை.
The wood in these machines was rotted through. I am surprised that they survived this long.
ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி.
Utkala is ours, but we cannot stay here for long. Reinforce our army and let us face the Bengali Emperor in battle.
A ship filled with resources has arrived from Tanjavur. Make sure that it reaches our army unscathed.
Some weeks ago, bandits stole a relic from our monastery. As our new ruler, we ask that you return it to us.
உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி ஐயா. அப்படியே.
It is good to see you again, Rajendra. Now, Mahipala has arrayed his army on the battlefield and prepares to attack. My men and I have scouted the land thoroughly, however, so we will not have to fight blindly.
We must hurry to secure our position. Prepare for battle. When this day is over, we will wash off the blood of our enemies in the sacred waters of the Ganges.
அப்படியே. முன்னேறு. சரி. பாய்ந்து தாக்கு.
My dynasty learned not to embark on extravagant campaigns like yours long ago, Rajendra. Now we will teach the Cholas that same lesson. Send forth the Ratas!
சரி. உங்கள் சித்தம்.
My only regret is not joining the Chalukyas in war against you, Rajendra. It would have been a fine thing to burn Tanjavur to the ground.
Strong words for a man with an arrow through his chest. But for such words to have any meaning, they must be acted upon.
சரி கட்டளை.
Brave death does not undo a life of cowardice.
சரி. உங்கள் சித்தம். இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம். அப்படியே. பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. சரி. என்ன கட்டளை? சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? ஆயுதத்தை எடு. ஆயுதத்தை எடு. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். சரி, முன்னேறு. உங்கள் சித்தம். என்ன கட்டளை? உங்கள் சித்தம்.
A ship filled with resources has arrived from Tanjavur. Make sure that it reaches our army unscathed.
என்ன
What
கட்டளை?
is it with these monks and not being able to keep track of their holy artifacts? Ah well, as long as they reward us for our trouble, I once mourned the killing of innocents. But I must remember that these peasants are not truly innocent.
என்ன
In
கட்டளை?
their weakness, they allowed themselves to be used by an enemy king. They are as complicit in the slaying of my soldiers as he is.
உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி,
We humbly thank you for your help, Emperor Legendra. You may have your pick from our supply stores.
What have you done? Only a barbarian would destroy such a work of beauty.
A ship filled with resources has arrived from Tanjavur. Make sure that it reaches our army unscathed.
The Pala army scatters like birds frightened by a tiger's roar. Victory is ours. suffering humiliation. The empire of Srivijaya has ruled the Straits of Malacca for centuries. Their central position for years, so far, I have decided to invade Srivijaya. It will be a military operation on a scale. I have contended with empires before, but none of them hold a candle to the Srivijaya. The empire of Srivijaya lies at our feet. Let us find a suitable location to disembark and strike while the enemy is unprepared. It is high time that these pirates in royal clothing were put in their place.
அப்படியே.
We go where you command, Your Highness.
Srivijaya have arrayed their navy in the Strait of Malacca. They will be expecting an attack from this direction. But I believe that our navy is strong enough to face them head-on. Our Khmer allies are occupied with fighting their old rivals. If we defeat the Tambrilinga, Suryavarman's forces will be free to aid us in our struggle.
ஆயுதத்தை எழுந்த கணமே போகிறேன். என்ன கட்டளை? சரி ஐயா.
The villages on Sumatra provide Srivijaya with many of its resources. If we can take control of them, we might be able to bleed the enemy dry.
என்ன கட்டளை? ஆயுதத்தை எடு. சரி. பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. என்ன கட்டளை? முன்னேறு. உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி. உங்கள் சித்தம். இந்த கடமை போகிற கட்டளை. சரி. என்ன கட்டளை ஐயா? உங்கள் சித்தம். உங்கள் சித்தம். அப்படியே இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். அப்படியே. சரி ஐயா. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். என்ன கட்டளை? இந்த கணமே போகிறேன்.
சரி. கட்டுவேன்.
உங்கள் சித்தம். ஆயுதத்தை எடு. பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. முன்னேறு.
மரம் வெட்டுவேன்.
என்ன கட்டளை? நான் தயார். கணமே.
We have established a beachhead in enemy lands. From this fortress, we will strike out and conquer all of Srivijaya.
என்ன கட்டளை? சரி ஐயா. சரி. உங்கள் சித்தம். ஆயுதத்தை எடு.
என்ன கட்டளை? கட்டுவேன்.
என்ன கட்டளை? சரி. இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். பாய்ந்து தாக்கு.
ஏ.
கட்டுவேன். சரி.
கட்டுவேன்.
உங்கள் சித்தம். இந்த கணமே போகிறேன். முன்னேறு.
My messenger told me that you had crossed the ocean with your entire fleet to fight me, Rajendra. I was certain that he was lying, but alas, it seems that I executed him for telling the truth. Ah, well, if this is the death that you have chosen for yourself, I will happily wield the slaying sword.
The Cholas have captured another castle. We cannot let this continue.
என்ன கட்டளை? கட்டுவேன்.
என்ன கட்டளை?
சரி, அப்படியே செய்கிறேன்.
சரி. கட்டுவேன்.
என்ன கட்டளை? சரி, ஆயுதத்தை எடு.
நான் தயார். தோண்டுவேன்.
என்ன கட்டளை? தாக்கு.
Another fortress falls to the Chola Empire. Srivijaya is crumbling before our very eyes.
We warned Emperor Sangrama about you, Rajendra. But the Emperor's pride made him blind to the threat that you pose. Fortunately, we prepared and mobilized when he would not. Prepare to meet your end.
முன்னேறு.
கட்டுவேன்.
சரி, பாய்ந்து தாக்கு. உங்கள் சித்தம். சரி ஐயா, ஆயுதத்தை எடு. முன்னேறு.
என்ன கட்டளை?
கட்டுவேன்.
The Cholas have captured another castle. We cannot let this continue.
தாக்கு ஆயுதத்தை எடு ஆயுதத்தை எடு தாக்கு
Another fortress falls to the Chola Empire. Srivijaya is crumbling before our eyes.
நான் தயார் படியே
என்ன கட்டளை சரி முன்னேறு என்ன கட்டளை தாக்கு ஆயுதத்தை எடு அப்படியே தாக்கு உங்கள் சரி ஐயா சரி இந்த ஆயுதத்தை எடு
The breadbasket of Srivijaya is under our control. Let us see how well they fight when they cannot feed their troops.
Lies broken, and my city is drowned in blood and tears. Please, Your Highness, no more. I beg that you accept our surrender.
Such is the fate of all who oppose Rajendra Chola.
Tambralinga lies in ruins. I am grateful for your help in this war, Rajendra. You can count on my support against Srivijaya.
The fires of Srivijaya still raged as we celebrated Emperor Sangrama and his affair for the first time in decades. I felt perfectly calm. I had proven my father right and built an empire that spans across oceans. I had only in doing so, I had learned the child within me is the serpent rise. So, and so ends the tale.